Hello everyone, it's Sunday with Pasta, and if you've been missing me with spaghetti and meatballs, so stromboli, so much chicken alfredo, well,
Pizza, pasta, put it in a box, bring it here and put it on my box.
well baby, you came to the right place. I got the garlic bread and all the creepy pasta you could ever want. Today's story is about me getting out of bed, all hairy, scratching my ass. Actually, pause. That's not actually the story. Today, we're gonna be talking about the Wendigo. And if you don't know who the Wendigo is, well, stay tuned and find out, because he's a mean motherfucker. He's bad to the bone.
One day I was born at the age of 4.
And if he sees you out there all alone, well, he's gonna get your fucking cheeks. But
I want that booty, Tom. You can't have my booty.
it all starts like this. There are places in the northern wilderness where people simply refuse to go. Not because the terrain is dangerous, not because the weather is unforgiving, but because something watches from beyond the trees. Now, I don't know if it's Mr. Rogers.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor.
Or the creepy Yogi Bear, or
Who is always on the spot? Who is Yogi Bear? Who keeps
Jeffrey Epstein that's watching me behind the trees. But nigga, you better watch out before I put a Glock out. Alright, back to the story. For generations, hunters have whispered about ancient presence that stalks the forest after sunset. They call it the Wendigo, a creature that never stops hunting, never leaves tracks for long, and is said to lure its victims farther into the wilderness until they disappear forever. Well, first of all, this is some white people shit. I'm not trying to be racist or anything. Don't call me fucking racist. But we all know it. Y'all seen fucking horror movies. Y'all know it's true. And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it at all. Because you know little Samantha or fucking Timothy sees a goddamn killer clown and is like, hey, what's that? Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Well, guess what? You ain't so scared to go find that motherfucker and get killed by him. Alright, we're getting off topic. But whether it's a monster or something far worse depends on who survives long enough to tell the story from the Booty Bandit. The year was 1928. Dr. Cathcart, his nephew Simpson, and 2 experienced wilderness guides had traveled hundreds of miles into the vast Canadian forest on a moose hunting expedition. The wilderness stretched farther than the eye could see. Towering pines blocked the sunlight. The wind carried no bird song, only silence. Their most seasoned guide, Defago, knew these woods better than anyone. He had hunted them for decades, yet on the very first evening something unsettled him. He stopped speaking. He stared into the darkness between the trees. When asked what was wrong, he forced a smile. He said, "Nigger!" "Oh, it's nothing," he said. But later that night, while the others slept beside the fire, Defago woke suddenly. His breathing had changed. His eyes remained fixed on something no one else could see. He whispered, It's coming!" No one heard him. Morning came. The hunting party split into teams. Cathcart remained with one guide. Simpson left with Defago. The forest swallowed them whole. Pause. I would have forced to swallow me whole. Cha-ching, you know what I mean? Hours had passed without seeing a single animal. No birds, no squirrels, no nothing. Only the sound of wind scraping through branches. Then Defago froze. He slowly lifted one hand. "Listen." Simpson held his breath. At first, nothing. Then, very far away, something called his guide's name. Defago.
I like you.
and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
The voice drifted across the forest like a breeze. It wasn't loud. It wasn't threatening. It sounded almost friendly. Well, if you ask me, that don't sound fucking friendly. Simpsons looked around. Who's out there? Defago's face turned pale. There shouldn't be anyone. Again, the voice echoed. Closer now. Defago. I come for your fucking teeth.
Like that, Daddy.
His guy dropped his rifle. We have to leave. They began walking quickly, then running. The trees all looked identical. The compass spun strangely. The forest no longer felt familiar. As daylight faded, the voice continued calling from somewhere, just beyond the next line of trees. Always close enough to hear, never close enough to see. And that was when Simpson realized something terrifying. Whatever was making the sound wasn't chasing them, it was leading them. Simpson's heart pounded so hard he could barely hear his own footsteps. The voice had stopped. For several long minutes, the forest was completely silent. Then, Defago suddenly grabbed Simpson's arm and moved ahead, deep between the pines. Stood a massive shape, and we ain't talking about a pickle. No, we ain't talking about an eggplant. We talking about
Slavery.
Anyways, it wasn't clearly visible. It seemed taller than any man. Its outline shifted with the blowing snow, almost as if it wasn't entirely there. Simpson squinted, then the figure disappeared. Neither of them had seen it walk away. It was simply gone. Run! Defago whispered. They sprinted through the forest, crashing through brush and falling branches. Behind them came a strange sound, not footsteps, but something gliding over the ground. It moved impossibly fast, faster than any animal either of them have ever encountered. Suddenly, Defago stopped, his eyes widened with terror. It's here! Before Simpson could ask what he meant, Defago screamed! Not a scream of pain, a scream of absolute horror. He dropped his rifle and bolted into the darkness. Defago! Simpson chased after him, but the guide was impossibly fast. Within seconds, he vanished among the trees. Then came his cries. Then echoed across the wilderness. Please! No! It's burning!
Excuse me, what?
Sounds like someone forgot to use baby oil. Screams became more distant, higher, almost as if whatever had taken him was carrying him through the air. Then, silence. Simpson searched until dawn. He found broken branches, discarded equipment, footprints. Then the track simply ended. No struggle, no blood, no baby oil.
We're gonna make sure that you feel
Only empty snow. Unable to continue alone, Simpson had made his way back to camp. When he told the others what had happened, no one spoke for several minutes. Cathcart immediately organized a search party. For 2 days, they searched every valley, ridge, and frozen stream. Nothing until the third morning. One of the guards froze. There! Far ahead, stumbling through the trees, was Defago, or what remained of him. His clothes hung in tatters. His face was pale. His feet were horribly injured, as though he had been forced to run across miles of frozen rock without stopping. His eyes looked beyond everyone. He didn't seem to recognize his friends. When they carried him back to the camp, he spoke only a few broken sentences. He wanted me. The burning feet Wait, I couldn't stop. It's still following. Then he became quiet. Whenever the wind blew through the trees, he trembled violently. No one could calm him. The hunting expedition ended immediately. They abandoned the forest and returned to civilization. Defago survived, but he was never the same. He refused to speak about what happened beyond saying one thing. There are places where the men do not belong. Someone believed exhaustion and exposure had driven him mad. Others believed something ancient had hunted him through the wilderness. Even years later, hunters claimed that on cold winter nights, they could hear a distant voice calling their names from deep within the forest. Most ignored it. Those who answered were rarely seen again. So if you ever find yourself alone in the woods, in the endless northern woods, and someone calls your name, don't answer. Because it might be a person waiting for you. It may be something much older.
Hey, long time no see.
Still searches for its next victim, and it could be you. Or maybe it's me.
Whoa, I think I just figured something out, Beavis. What? This sucks. Yeah, it really sucks. This sucks more than anything that has ever sucked before.